twisting hard where the shadows lie. Grip the handle, feel the engines roar. Freedom ain't a dream, it's the open door. Ride the storm, feel the thunder break. Cut the change and let the earth quake. Born to run, born to never fold. Heart of fire, soul of untamed gold. Night's a beast, it devours the weak.
The NASRA 360 Racing Network is live from the virtual Echo Park Speedway in Atlanta. Just like yesterday in the 68th running of the 500, restrictor plate racing at its finest. We're about to do it again with the trucks in the opening round of the semifinal playoffs of season number 6. We welcome you to That Towing Company 225 from the virtual Echo Park Speedway on iRacing in the ATL. I'm Wesley Outland, redneck announcer Jacob Reeves alongside. Dean Hupton is here as well. Jacob, super speedway racing, man. I love this place. I know a lot of people don't like the new configured Atlanta. I do. I think we're going to have a fun race here, my friend. Good evening. And you've won here before.
Yeah, good evening, Wesley Outland. I'm sorry, I was over here eating me a little supper. Almost choked on my noodle, or noodles. Ramen noodles. Everybody out there, let's not get crazy. Let's get our damn heads out of the gutter. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, my one career win in NASRA was here at Echo Park Speedway, Atlanta Motor Speedway. I love this place. It's hometown. Georgia Peaches, Georgia boys. Let's see if any of these old boys can get her done here tonight.
Blanchard on your front row, ladies and gentlemen, as the starting lineup is set. There's row number 1, row number 2 on the racetrack now. Of course, we'll find the drivers of Lucas Lyons and Josh Rodriguez. Row number 3 at Echo Park, we'll find Andrew Harris and Taylor Peacock. Row number 4 on the grid, ladies and gentlemen, Colton Hogan, Matt Cherry. And your top 10 tonight, we'll find Tyler Goodwin, Buzzy Mongold. He's going to start 10th.
The Chad Ross and Roger Diebold right there in P11 at 12 right there. Row number 6, row 7 is going to find Joey Stires with the king of NASCAR. And the Bulldog Adam Newton back at it here this evening. Spiceman Chris Cinnamon. Check out the paint scheme. Old school Harvick paint scheme right there. Cool to see him there. There's Jonathan Cofield, won last week. The Chicagoland, Luke Smith, Kermit the Frog, Steve Barnett, the Hellbelly, and Kerry Tribune, the top 20.
On to row number 11 now. It's going to find J.D. Larson and Shane Trotter. Row 12 on the grid, Joshua Suss from Kansas and California's all-time starter in NASRA, Raul Meza. Cody Knott from Madera, California. Owen Scrage on the outside as well in row 13. Row 14, Jason Morales and Tyler Dittmer. Top 30, we'll find Justin Lumpkin, fresh in from Daytona, Aaron Van Rattle alongside.
Not too many more with Triple J, Jeffrey Johnson Jr., Brian Chew, the Holla Daddy, back there in P32. Robbie Richards, Stephen Gregory making up the top 34. And Dane Hagan and TJ Moore, the race director. We'll say this real quick, Wesley Outland, Tyler Dittmer, Chris Blanchard, they're starting from the pits. Blanchard actually got busted in qualifying from what I'm hearing. He got busted in qualifying, went down below the red and white line in qualifying. You can't do that. TJ Moore, race director, all of them busted him. He's got to start from the back. He said, screw it, I'll just start from the pits.
Let's get ready to get this thing underway, shall we? Echo Park Speedway, the ATL. There's your stages. Stage 1, take us all the way to lap number 35. Stage 2, Glass Mechanic stage. Take us all the way to lap number 75. And then, of course, that push to the finish with another 75 laps to lap 150. Gonna be fun, exciting, just like Two Truck Panda drafting restrictor plates at Daytona, Echo Park Speedway, and we're under the lights. Green flag Ladies and gentlemen, semifinal playoffs underway. You have a race.
Oh boy, here we go, working their way through 1 and 2. You see Blanchard, Dittmer, some of those guys that started on the pit road, now working their way back out on the racetrack. Larson, Lyons, two of the young guns here with the DSR Electric Truck Series going side by side and working their way through 3 and 4 for the first time here in Atlanta.
Off of turn number 4. Echo Park Speedway ready to go here in Atlanta. And let's take a look at these guys working into the corner on the opening laps. By the way, this track, 1.54 miles, 2.48 kilometers. 28 degrees of banking in the corners, 5 degrees on the straightaway, and a narrow track with approximately 40 feet in the corners, designed to create high-speed, super speedway style racing. And look at them already. And remember, 40 feet is not a lot, Jacob. It's about 60 feet at Daytona where they were yesterday. Look at where they are from the white line, the white and red line there. You literally can stack them 3 and 4 wide if you're brave enough. But you're going to have a double-decker sandwich on the other side if you ain't careful, and it's in the wall to boot.
Yeah, I mean, no kidding. I've been actually stuck in the middle here, 3 wide, running with this new Atlanta configuration, and it is hair-raising. I mean, literally, it's literally hold my beer excitement. That's what you're getting when you come to Atlanta with the new configuration. You see Lyons up on the top side needing a little bit of help behind him. Harris down on the bottom side trying to get it going. He's got Hogan. He's got Cherry up top. You got Lyons. He's trying to work it up here with Josh Rodriguez in the 6th to get this outside lane going. They got help, Wesley Outlet, but that inside lane just seems like it's formed up a little bit better, and they got better handling trucks down there on the inside lane.
Cole Larson currently in the first spot. He's got Harris behind him. So is Hogan up top side. Cherry and Lyons. All this going on as these guys work the top to the bottom. There's some awesome new graphics from Biggles, Dean Hopton. Here they come flying back to the line. Already 5 in. Top 5, Larson, Harris, Hogan, Cherry, Lyons. They're back in front of you there, Jacob, in 1 and 2.
Yeah, Lyons trying to work this outside lane, trying to make it happen. Taylor Peacock, one of the NASRA specials with Super Speedway Racing. And Peacock trying to get the outside lane rolling with Lyons from Up Front Motorsports. Peacock lined up. Lyons shoots up a little bit. Wesley, I talked about it a second ago with the handling on these trucks. They are really going to have to watch that here this season. It's not like Daytona and Talladega where you can just put it on the floor and just drive your tail off and just see what happens. These guys got to be careful. Eventually, when the runs get going and the tires starting to wear, they are going to have to start lifting out of gas. You see, Lyons just saw a hole and said, we're going to stick it in there and see if it sticks. And sure enough, it did. But the handling will start to go away on these trucks after about 25, 30 laps. Just when you can see people start moving up and all kinds of other crazy stuff.
Larson right now, the man in the lead. Here comes Harris now diving back down to the bottom. He'll now try to make a move on that inside corner. Harris now trying to reel in Larson. Mountain Dew, Maui, Birch, Pineapple. Well, that sounds good right now, don't it? If it was only a healthy drink. Down into turn number 3.
Mix a little bit of it with Jack Daniels. Let's see what happens. Was it then again? It might have just
happy drink that. Yeah, then you happy. Hey, speaking of drinking, Jacob, in 08, remember, please be 21 or older. Please be responsible. But Jacob, I got to tell you, man, there is a new drink, and I don't know if you ever had it before. Speaking of Jack Daniels, it is called Jack Daniels Throwdown Punch. Have you ever had it?
No, but damn it, you fixing to make me go buy some. Like, seriously, you may have to come to this place by your damn self. I'm fixing to go find it wherever it's at. There's a liquor store open here in Rome, Georgia, and get it out at 9/11 Eastern time. I'm going to have to go hit that liquor store up and see what they got going on. Jack Daniels Throwdown Punch. Tell them we got to get the throwdown in the ATL and get the throwdown here in Rome, Georgia. Everybody's getting thrown down there, Wesley.
It's good, man. I'm not going to lie to you. It really is. And Jackie celebrated a birthday. My friend Jackie celebrated a birthday the other day. And we had a little Mexican food, had a little fiesta, a little rice, a little tacos, a little quesadilla, carne asada. By the way, if you don't know what carne asada is, it's steak. Okay, I found that out last week. And so we got the Jack Daniels throwdown punch. Oh my goodness, it was delicious. Nonetheless, back to the race. 10 laps in. It's really good.
Well, they sell it at Walmart too, so hell, I ain't even got to.
You can have it DoorDash to your front door, brother. You just show your ID.
Damn.
Yeah.
Where's my phone? Oh, we're racing still. We're racing right here. Stires and Kaufman back there, almost the door bang, almost a little bit. Larson, Harris, Hogan.
It's not throwdown. It's not throwdown. It's down home punch. That's what it's called, Jacob. Down home punch.
Well, it didn't kill the mood. I'll still end up getting some. I may have to find my phone one way or another. Cherry down. He's in a side-by-side little battle right here. Trying to mix it up with Josh Rodriguez. Rodriguez jumping up on the top side. That is where the first double-wide battle is. It's Hogan, Harris, and then all the way at the front is the youngster, Cole Larson.
He is right now. That's the way they stand as they rumble ATL Echo Park down the back straightaway. Just getting started on this Monday night semifinal playoff action here from Atlanta.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification.
Check the back.
This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Josh Rodriguez, his truck looks way off the pace. In trouble, losing spot, falling out of the top 15 in the top 20 now as they work off board, Jacob.
Yeah, Josh Rodriguez was up there leading that outside lane. It is going downhill in a straight-up hurry. Larson still leads it now, getting a little bit of breathing room. Front four getting single file. They flip-flop back, get double wide behind them. There you see it, riding on board with Lucas Lyons, still trying to get this outside lane rolling. Peacock now down to his inside. You got Diebold, you got Buzzy Mongold. Holy hell, here comes the 41. Lyons going to shoot it up on the outside, trying to go for P4 and maybe go for P3, but Hogan tries to put the block on him.
Inside, look at Larson and hold on to it there as just a little bit of Lyons got really loose. Mongold down to the inside. He'll pull up under the back of Peacock's machine in 81. Cherry up in front of him. Then it's Hogan, top four cars in line as those trucks work now off the corner. On board, Roger Diebold. Diebold on the high side. Here he comes. He's got a big run now on a couple of trucks as they work back into turn one there, Jacob.
Yeah, man, he's lined up right behind the 41 Alliance, outside lane, really trying to get going. Well, see, that's the one thing when we come to Atlanta is that the inside lane isn't really the lane where there's going to be a whole lot of movement. You know, the inside lane, it may get advanced a little bit, but everybody up on the outside lane is trying to get to the front, and that's how it always has been. Here's the problem. You're up top. You're trying to get rolling. The shoves is going to get harder and harder and harder, and as the run goes along, the guys on the inside lane, they're going to get tighter and tighter, burning that right front up, having to turn the wheel and keep it down on the bottom, so they're going to start sliding up. The longer this run goes, the more interesting it's going to get with this tire wear that's going to come into play. And it's honestly, I think we're in for a hell of a treat if we can get a 30 lap green flag run. It will be interesting to see how it turns out.
Selling off back into the corner into 1 and 2. Now up on the high side. There's Lyons. He's got Diebold down. Newton up in the mix now. Good to see Adam Newton again, by the way. We had that memorial race in memory of a fallen family member last week. And right now, here he comes. One of the men that had an absolutely phenomenal regular season into the next round. all that's going on as you're on board with him. Right there with Diebold. Here comes Peacock on the outside. Lions and Cherry up in front of them. And then it's a 3-horse single truck train up on the bottom of the racetrack as they work back into the corner to 3.
Yeah, I mean, right here, I mean, you're seeing some of the moves and some of the, just trying to hold on to it right there. You saw Diebold, he ain't really trying to do anything crazy. He just trying to hold on to it. This is the track, you know, we saw the old school Atlanta, Weston, me, you, everybody out there watching here tonight on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Everybody saw the old Atlanta. You had to put them up on the dash when you were driving there with high speeds and how it was and trying to drive it. It didn't change when they made the reconfiguration. The only thing that changed was everybody just got caught up in a damn pack and were running on like super Speedway style racing. This place has always had it. You put them up on the dash and you hold on to it. You're seeing it right here. Woo-hoo! Taylor Peacock. They're on the inside lane. Him and Lions almost making contact. Oh, baby, we're in for it here tonight. This is some good stuff.
Lions got Roger Diebold all behind him. Got to hit him center. If not, they can really get that truck loose. So all the while, we head towards the midway point of stage number 1. 15 now. Make it 14 to go at the line. Laps are flying by. Pardon my expression now. 22 of 150 laps right now. Back at it again. Here comes Diebold and Newton, round 2 on the back straightaway, Jacob.
Yeah, they're trying to make it work any way, shape, fashion, or forward. People just getting, drivers just getting very, very close to one another, trying to pull the side draft back, trying to pull people back any way, shape, fashion, or forward. Buzzy almost comes up, almost makes some door banging. And, these old boys are getting real close, getting very, very skittish. And like I said, with the run going as long and long and long and long and long, it will start to make it interesting on how all this is going to work out. You're actually seeing some of them taking all the way up to the damn wall. A couple of them back there in the back was taking it all the way to the outside. Most of them down in the center with Greg. Maybe a smooth shot from Grady, but a couple of them took it almost up and almost smacked the damn wall coming off of 2 and got close off of 4 as well.
What's the next holiday that we can reference? I mean, today is technically President's Day. Trying to go to the top shelf and steal Lincoln's hat from the memorial, I guess, right? He was like,
obviously, in all seriousness, if you want to use this one, you can take it all the way up on the top shelf where the leprechaun's hiding his liquor. Or whatever, because the next one, I believe, will be St. Patrick's Day. So there you go.
Iris, you got to give it to me, leprechaun. Remember last year we did the video? Remember last year we did the video?
No.
Do you remember that, Jacob?
Yeah. Oh, that was different than what I thought. I thought you were going to bring up the reference from the leprechaun and the scarecrow and the difference between them. That's what I thought you were going to bring up, but it's behind the mic right there, 2.0. That's for some of you that, if you've listened to the podcast, you know that one.
You're horrible, Jacob. How dare you? That was a memory, wasn't it? I can't believe it's been a year ago.
It has. And I don't know if we could actually finish that and say that on air. I'm pretty sure if we did, we'd probably get flagged for the comments on that. Maybe not. I'm not sure.
My goodness. I'm going to try to be a good boy. Daytona tonight, Dean. Daytona tonight and Thursday. He's still not going up. You better, 4 o'clock in the morning for me. You better be there.
We said hell with it.
Daytona. Boycotting Daytona, Jacob. So, hey, what'd you think of the 500 yesterday? What'd you think of it?
Honestly, I thought it was actually decent. I thought it honestly was a decent Daytona 500. I still wish that they would get to the point to where you ain't got to worry about saving gas and all that other crazy stuff. I wish it could just be at the point to where you can find out who the fastest guy is and not have to worry about trying to save gas and all the strategy. I know they got to do what they got to do, but other than that, hell of a race. I mean, probably one of the best Daytona 500s I've seen. If you took out the strategy and everything and actually let them drive the damn cars and let them go like they have in the past, it could have been one of the best Daytona 500s, to be honest with you. It was certainly a very, very good race. And here's something else about that, Wesley. They bumped it up to 130 just because of rain. It should have been at 130 to freaking start with. At least that's my opinion.
I'm a leprechaun, me dear.
We're off the rails.
Right? The powers are returning.
What did you... Anyway, you said Taylor Peacock right here, so I had to work this
race. I thought the race, Jacob, could have. I'm exhausted with the green flag pit stop.
Really?
I'm not saying that I'm not a fan of them once in a while, but when you literally have nose to tail, follow the leader, follow the leader, follow the leader. In about 3 seconds, and they're making green flag pit stops. I think it really hurts the race. I mean, there were several times when they made green flag pit stops, and there were packs of traffic everywhere. And you know, so yeah, I have to say that. I have to do, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this, Wesley, this is getting more and more interested up here at the front since we've been kind of going off the rails, so to speak. Cole Larson has really took hold of this race, pretty much put a stranglehold on it. Nobody's been able to jump up and get this outside lane going. Harris says the time is now, just as soon as I say that. Oh, damn it, boy, here comes Andrew Harris. Hogan tried to go with him. Larson has absolutely none, N-O-N-E, none help as they work their way into 3.
Good, man, wow. Made a big move there, and hopefully it'll work as they come back around. Watch Harris now in the lead. Hogan now watching along all this going as they go back down the back stretch into turn number 3.
That's going to be the stage, Wesley.
Certainly will. They should be coming to the caution flag here any moment.
Yellow.
And there it is, stage number 1 from Moundridge, Kansas, Andrew Harris. Gonna win stage 1. Jacob, grab him real quickly. If we can snag him in the box, we will. Because obviously they got to wait to catch the pace truck and come back around and then come making pit stops. We'll bring him in the box very quickly and grab an interview with him. The driver from Kansas of Andrew Harris. And Andrew, it's the broadcast booth. Before we go to break, can you go to break? What a phenomenal job. Got around there at the last minute to win stage 1 at the ATL.
Was that for me, sir?
Yeah. Yeah, congrats on your stage 1 win.
Just kidding.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry about that. I was like, I think I got into that like halfway. But yeah, thanks guys. Glad to be up here.
Well, I mean, Andrew, I'll just ask you this. We're basically echoing off of Wesley. Tell us about your race so far and what's it going to take to finish up at the front?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a team effort, like you saw me and Colton kind of working together there at the end there. And then we're just being really patient because this track is wild. You're either super tight or you're super loose. So I think it's just going to be patience, and then, like they say in the real, NASCAR, just avoiding the big one. It's going to happen once this stuff gets a little crazier. So I want to stay up front. That's my goal. If it doesn't happen, then I'm cool with backing down. I just want to stay in front of the big one inevitably.
Drew, do you like this kind of place?
Yeah, I like this. This is a blast. It's like driving a rocket ship with reins of a horse attached.
There you go. Well, we'll let you do your pit stop. Ladies and gentlemen, Mounds Ridge, Kansas driver Andrew Harris, still number 87 Chevrolet, Stage 1 winner here at That Towing Company, 225. You see them making pit stops. We're going to make a pit stop too, literally. Pit stop? Back in a moment. Stay with us. Echo Park Speedway, Glass Mechanic Stage 2 at the ATL is coming up next. Stay with us. Oh, we race off pit road.
For Murph's Magical Creations, home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Back at the ATL in Atlanta. And thank you for joining us as we're getting ready now for the start. Glass Mechanic Stage number 2 coming up. And we'll be ready around lap number 39 to turn them back loose. We're working lap 38 as we speak. And I am Wesley Outland, Jacob Reeves alongside. This one will take us all the way to lap 75, the halfway mark of this race. Jacob, Atlanta is one of those places where, 225 miles, 150 laps ain't a lot, right? I mean, it can go by quickly or it could be an eternity. Right now, we're 23 minutes into this race, and we're getting ready now for 40 laps of the race, getting ready for a restart.
Yeah, I mean, that's the big thing about this right here is, with as short as a race as it is to a certain extent, as you see your playoff grid and everybody in yellow, they're out. If they're in white, they are in so far, and obviously trying to get a win and lock himself into the next round. But yeah, I mean, as quick as this race is right here, Wesley, the guys at the back, you only got a certain amount of time to ride back there at the back if you want to try to work your way back up here at the front and have a shot and try to win it.
If you're one of those fast 16, if you win tonight, you punch your ticket in to the championship final. 8 drivers will decide for that in 4 weeks' time. Back underway. Green flag. Matt Cherry on the launch. Side by side. 2-truck tandem racing as they work out of 2.
Here we go. Matt Cherry now up at the front. Andrew Harris, Stage 1 winner. Trying to make it happen here at Stage 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. Matt Cherry holding down the front. Hogan now trying to work it down on the inside lane. He's got Cole Larson right behind him.
Cherry, a license rating for this driver on the outside. There he goes on the bottom. Open the door to Harris up top, I meant to say. Stage 1 winner. Here he comes, racing alongside with Diebold and Hogan. Colton Hogan on the 5. The Green Machine's there. Peacock and even Larson as they work off turn 4.
Yeah, they are now side by side. Diebold hooked up with Harris. Now they're going to make this outside lane rock and roll. Peacock up there on the outside trying to help them out as well. Up front, Motorsports looking very, very good here tonight. Andrew Harris, Peacock up here into this mix trying to help his teammate. He You got Colton Hogan down on the inside. 3 out of the 5. Honestly, 3 out of the 5 of the Upfront Motorsports clan working together and being up here inside the top 5.
Harry down on the bottom. Here it comes now. Harris up high. There's that second lane we referred, trying to get something going. Diebold and Larson right there behind him also down the back straightaway. Of course, Diebold, Harris up high. Here he comes, going after Cherry. Can't get there. Up the wall was in third quarter. Taken.
Yeah, and Cherry kind of looked like it slid up a little bit, or Harris rather, slid up just a little bit. Diebold trying to take it into the middle. Harris trying to play a little bit of game of chicken right here with Roger Diebold sliding up a little bit. Diebold having to back off of the throttle. That might kill this outside lane. Matt Cherry, though, going to keep it hooked on the bottom side. Hogan got his teammate up top. May think about jumping up there with Andrew Harris. Thinks different. He'll ride down on the bottom side. The Cole Larson hooked up right behind him, and the Bulldog right behind him as well.
Keep an eye on Adam Newton, by the way, just by the skim, advanced into the next round. Fell all the way to 8th in the standings. Missed last week. Down that back straightaway all the while. And what a year Adam Newton had. The man out of Hillsborough, North Carolina, the surrender number 19. Fourth drop inside as they work down coming out of turn 4. One of the highest gainers as well as what we're being told, up 18 positions. Robert Richards. Adam Newton up 9 in the top 5. And all the while, there's a look at some big movers. And all this goes on with Newton looking after third and more up on the back straightaway, Jacob.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be trying to make it happen right here. And believe it or not, Wesley Outland right here on lap 46. You know, kind of a sentimental. If you think about it right here on lap 46 as we go into 47, thinking of Robert Duvall today and what he done for the Days of Thunder. You know, Harry Hyde passing away earlier on today. So right there at lap 46, I just kind of saw it, and the first thing that comes to my mind was Harry Hyde, Robert Duvall. He kind of threw me off for a minute, man. Robert Duvall was such a great actor and such a great actor, especially in the movie Days of Thunder.
That movie was made in 1990. He passed away in today at the age of 95. 95 years old. Probably one of my favorite movies he ever made. Obviously, Days of Thunder, Of Mice and Men was the good movie. Theater. I know you're a fan of theater there, Mr. Producer Dean. Of Mice and Men. Secondhand Lions is another amazing movie he played in.
Open Range.
Love
Cowboy
that.
movies,
Yes,
you know.
yes. I think of The Apostle. Where he played a traveling evangelist. He gets cheated on by his wife, Farrah Fawcett. He goes and he makes a mistake. He gets mad at the guy and hits him in the head with a bat. Then he starts running, but then he realizes as he starts to rebuild the church and the town, and even bring Billy Bob Thornton to Savior to the Lord, that can't run from your problems. And eventually they came after him, and he faced them. But nonetheless, one of the great. Falling Down was another amazing movie. If you ever remember the movie with Harris, what's his name? Michael, what's his name? Oh my goodness, the guy that played in Wall Street.
Caprio?
Trying to think of it.
No, Caprio.
It's the movie that he played where Michael Douglas is who I'm referring to. Yeah, great movie back in 1993, I think it was called, Falling Down. He goes into the guy, he gets let go, gets fired from his job, and he wants a burger, he wants it with sauce, and then he wants breakfast, but we're not serving breakfast. And then he says, you know what, I'd rather have lunch instead. Yeah, we digress, but Godspeed, one of the greats of Robert Duvall. And when you think of racing movies, you think of Days of Thunder, you'll think of Harry Hyde. and Robert Duvall. And by the way, I don't want to go off subject, but still Diebold now breaking up in front of the lead. Now Kerry Tribune up to second, Harris third, Cherry Smith top five. But by the way, wanted to let everyone know this in case you didn't know, Jacob Reeves or anyone else out there. The movie Days of Thunder is based off of true life stories of Harry Hogg, the famous crew chief, Harry Hogg, okay, and Rick Kendrick. And a lot of people believe that Cole Trickle, which Tom Cruise played as, was also playing the part subconsciously. Oh, look out! Tribune! Crash in the wall! Smith! Diebold! Holy hell, the big one has happened in 3 and 4. Anyhow, what I was trying to say was that Tom Cruise was supposed to be playing, to a lot of people, the life of Tim Richmond.
And actually, I got it mixed up. Actually, Robert Duvall was Harry Hodge, and then you talk about Harry Hyde. I got that mixed up, but he was Harry Hodge in the movie anyway.
Yeah.
Got it mixed up. Let's see what hell happened right here. while we were messing around, there's Cherry. There's coming to Frog Luke Smith. The big one implodes. Oh, damn, it was right in front of him. Andrew Harris slides up, gets into Kerry Tribune, makes Luke Smith kind of stack it up. Cherry able to save it. Smith not able to. There's Buzzy Mongold. He goes around. There goes Peacock. Hillbilly going around. Kaufman going around. Sus sliding through all the smoke and chaos. There's Morales. You name it. I think, Wesley, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I think we got a better shot of saying who got through it than who didn't get through it. That would probably be the better option, to be honest.
I mean, watch it one more time, and you'll see it. There's the bump. There is the bump from Harris to Diebold. Harris sideways, corrects, gets back going, has help from the door slap of Kerry Tribune. Luck is on the side of Harris. But then from there, it stacks everyone up from top to bottom, and it is trouble. Big trouble there. And a big wreck. Let's go on board. Couple of drivers. This is Dan Hagan. It happened in front of him. And look, he got hit in that head. Somebody tagged him from the back. Was it Cody Knott? Wow. From another angle. From Buzzy Mongold's view. Slammed Lyons. Wow, what a hit for Lyons. You know what? Let's go on board with number 41, Lyons, and see what that was like. He was right in the middle of the storm, if you will, in 3 and 4. He's in the 41. Watch this. On board. Stay right with it.
Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your ex-wives.
Larson knew something was going on. He got the hell out of the way, didn't he? Larson said, oh, boy. Here we go again. Oh! I mean, come on, baby. He had a little good wrench and STP he slammed into, didn't he? Wow.
There's Cole right there, the one that dropped to the bottom of the racetrack in the 20, but J.D. Larson right here, he ain't got a clue what's going on. He just took it up into the wall. He said to hell with it. He just slammed on the brakes, shot right up against the outside retaining wall. It might have saved him. Wesley doing that right there. J.D. Larson just slamming it up against the outside retaining wall and locking it down. It might have saved him. Here's Cole Larson right here. Well, he sees something up here. He said, screw this. I'm going to the back. He drops back, but he went down pit road as well. I'm curious if Cole Larson got a little bit of damage out of this. Let's see what happens to him as he tries to work his way through it. You see the smoke, the carnage, debris and everything else. He actually got tapped in the back end, but he locks it down and looks like Larson's able to continue. He's good to go.
That's what I was going to say. He knew to get down. He knew. I'm going to get out of the way. Cody Knott, man. Cody Knott's the one that slammed that. Wow. By the way, that towing company is now out of Pelham, New Hampshire. Originally from up in Maine, Clinton, Maine. And now, green. Chris Blanchard has now put that towing company, formerly known as Blanchard Towing and Recovery, to New Hampshire. He's got the new sponsor, and he is sponsoring this race that he's on track. We'll go back to your time on. And Shane Scott says Andrew Harris, the president of causing cautions in NASRA, DSR Electric.
Oh, wow. I gotta hit it.
So listen, look, I'll just say that, yeah, we got to beef. We got something. We got something. I just was going to say, I mean, maybe it's not that bad. It is President. Oh, look out. Time ball from you. Hogan, I will crash again. Happy President's Day. Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh. Was that Joe Biden behind the wheel?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I think I'm supposed to turn that way.
Oh.
What happened? Hogan trying to take it 3 wide, stuck it in the middle. Nothing was there. Gets Diebold. He goes up, gets Carey, comes back down, takes out Diebold and Carey Tribune. Everybody trying to snake their way through this bad boy. You see, Suss gets a little bit. Morales, Holla Daddy Brian Chew gets a piece as well. Back-to-back cautions right here. Boy, the intensity ramping up right here, Wesley.
Yeah. Yeah, we got beef and, happy President's Day. Another look at it again. Watch this. Colton Hogan, 3 wide. Look at this move. Oh, my goodness. Yep, that did it. Oh, wow. What was Colton Hogan thinking?
I have absolutely no idea.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, he saw a hole and tried to make it stick, to be honest. I mean, he saw a hole. He tried to shoot up through there, tried to make something happen. But, I mean, it's still too early right here in the race. But granted, Wesley, we talked about this. 225 miles at the New Atlanta with a super speedway package, all this. It's only 150 laps. It goes by quick. So you want to try to make your moves, and you want to try to get yourself up here at the front. He sees a hole. Watch it. Hogan right here. Nothing runs like a deer. You damn right it don't. Run it right up the middle. Bam! Causes a wreck out of this. Ping-ponging. And looks like Hogan is able to sneak through this and get out of this unscathed.
Oh, the headlights,
Messer
I'll
gets
tell you
through
that much.
Wow.
He's... Oh, boy. Hey, Shane Harris didn't get caught up in it. Be nice. Andrew Harris wasn't involved in this one. Let's look at it again. Look at Hogan, man. Like, look at this. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Oh, wow. Another massive truck crash. Brian Chew up high. So are others. Larson, J.D. Larson, Ross in 38. Look at it. Oh, boy. This will be fun. Hey. Hey. Oh. Oh, he had to lock it up, but he made it. He made it. Yeah, what a way to miss Rodriguez. Yeah, man. Thank you, Maestro. Thank you. I'm here all night. By the way, we got beef.
Do it.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, we got beef, and then all of a sudden we had trouble.
We got beef.
Not me. I'm in the rain on the track.
When you say that, that's false. That's false. That's fake news.
It's
Fake news right there. I mean, hell, come on.
I mean, we just thought. I did not. I didn't. I said that we had beef and then a crash happened on the racetrack. That's what I said.
Here's the thing with that, Wesley. When you say we got beef, that automatically triggers the siren and triggers the soundbite on that one. I mean, when you say we got beef,
chicken.
it happens.
What if I say we got chicken?
I don't have a sound deal for that one right there. I'm gonna have to come up with something on that. We got poultry. That's a duck. That ain't a chicken. I don't even have that one.
Oh.
I've actually got a pretty cool soundboard I may end up wanting to play when this sometime tonight. I can't play it right now because what's the point? I can't play it right now because what's the point? Well, I tell you what, I'll go ahead. I'll play it because there's a couple of them probably just going to end up DNFing out of this right here because they all wrecked. So for the ones that got caught up in a wreck and probably going to end up having a DNF.
That'll do it. Woo! Start the buses. Pour Larry a crown.
Yep, pour them a crown because they're probably done after them two wrecks. I'm pretty sure.
Is that a wrestling thing or something? Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, that was Atlanta Braves. That was a walk-off home run.
Okay. Backing away. Well, God, I'll hit the brakes out of the gear this year, you know. Spring training starts Saturday.
Don't even know what shit they're going to be on.
Spring training starting it. Baseball starts. The hell is World Cup cricket?
Never heard of it.
It's the only cricket I know. The only cricket. If you ask Americans, do they watch cricket? They probably would be like, what? Hey, did y'all hear about the 12 hours of Bathurst when the race started and somebody hit a deer? Destroyed their car? They really did, seriously. Yes, they did. Hit a kangaroo. That's what it was. Oh my God, it was a kangaroo, not a deer. My apologies. They hit a kangaroo. They murdered a kangaroo.
He's still tagging him back on my guess.
They murdered Jackie Legs. They murdered Jackie Legs. Who that movie, Jackie Legs? Kangaroo Jack. Jackie Legs. He got hopping away with the money, the bag of money. Yes, breaks and blasts. Blast Mechanic Saints 2 is nearing the end. And Jacob, we are approaching halfway as well. Here we go. So we had a big one like Daytona yesterday in turn 3 and 4, the big one in the middle of stage number 2. Is there anybody left to tear some stuff up? Here comes Cherry. By the way now. Hold it off Newton and Meza. What? How about Raw Meza the top 5, Jacob? Mr. 500.
Yeah, so long way to go right here, though. Wesley right here, 66 of 150 here tonight with 10 to go here at stage number 2. But Meza in a good position right here. I can't really say nothing about a Fisher-Price steering wheel because to a certain extent, I've got one that I race on now, but it is what it is. How you go with it? Now, actually, his is not a Fisher-Price wheel. That right there is a very expensive racing wheel. I can already tell that one right there is one of them very, very expensive racing wheels. Fisher-Price making steering
Harry Hyde
wheels
was
like
the
that.
crew chief in the movie that Robert Duvall played, and Harry Hyde was the crew chief that they were mimicking for Hendrick. Harry Hyde.
Right.
And the whole sit down about I'm gonna lift march and race cars and I'm gonna make you guys come dinner together. That stuff was true. That was a true story, by the way. True story. Yes. Yeah, that guy, what's his name? Fred T. Thompson, who played the actor. He was playing Big Bill France, but that was really true. That was something that happened. You know, he tried to run for president at one time. You know that, right? Yeah, really? He didn't win. I always remembered him on Law and Order. I remembered him on Law and Order. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Ronald Reagan was a successful president as an actor, except when he said that he was a donut.
Donald Trump was an actor.
He was, yeah. Yeah, he told Macaulay Culkin to go to this place to go to the hotel.
Yes, sir.
7 to go, 6 to go. Hey, by the way, don't forget, we're going road racing tomorrow. Round number 3 of the NASRA Prosper Engineering Endurance Series. 2 hours, Road America. Dean Hoffman and myself tomorrow night. And I hope we have more than 15 cars, please. Let's have about 20, 25. Please. Show up. Jacob, we need the biggest speed up in school of driving. Biggest, Jacob, are you all right? Are you laughing? Did you mute? What the hell did you do?
I'm trying to look where this damn kangaroo exploded off the front of this Mustang. I'm still trying to pull it up. I can't find it, but we need to figure that out right here because check it out.
I'm serious. Yeah, it happened. It was true. It really happened.
Well, it doesn't actually show where that kangaroo got busted. I mean, it doesn't really show that.
Check it on national TV, you pervert.
I know. Watch out, Newton right here, the 19 Bulldog trying to make it happen. Regular season champion. Trying to mix it up here at the front. Bulldog up 12 spots from where he started in this race. Robbie Richards, the biggest mover in the field. He's up 30 spots from where he started. Couple of guys, big movers right here. In stage number 2, you see Robbie Richards, you see Jeffrey Johnson Jr. up here inside the top 10. Brad Shue saw his issues earlier on. He's up a couple as well as Raul Mesa and Shane Trotter. Big movers right here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Peacock jumping down to the inside. He's got his up front motorsports teammate with him in the front of the 6-man.
Down to the bottom. Up top side, Chad Ross, clear a path and gets out of the way. All the while, 3 wide, 2, 3 wide. Storming down on the bottom, Ross hung out the dry, slow truck, more traffic up ahead. Final laps to go. Glass Mechanic Stage 2 and Cherry up in front. Peacock, look at Newton. How about Chris Cinnamon, the Spice Man, with a Dillard Hart tribute on the number 3. Down to the inside. They're going to be coming to 1 to go this time by in Stage 2, Jacob.
Yeah, they are trying to hold on to him. 9 Ways of Sunday coming down bell lap here in Stage 2, presented by the Glass Mechanic. Matt Cherry up into the front. Peacock, Newton, they're side by side. You're double to the back. Robbie Richards gets hooked. He goes around. No caution down. The caution comes out. And Matt Cherry's going to end up taking Stage 2, but Robbie Richards took a hell of a hit going into turn 1.
Just saw a fishtail coming out of the tri-oval dogleg going back into turn 1. There was help. He was below the white and red line, and then the 48-yard hard over the outside wall. By the way, this will end Glass Mechanic Stage 2 under caution. This will be Matt Cherry winning the stage. Here's a replay. Watch the 48. Whoa, down. He got contact with Jeffrey Johnson, the 3rd, and into the wall we go, taking Lyons with him. And then Rodriguez, Tyler Goodwin, Duzzy Mongo, they were the trucks involved. On board 48. On board 48, Robert Richards. By the way, Robert Richards tonight heading to 500 starts himself. Raul Meza career start 506. Adam Newton 503. Robert Richards 465. And Matt Cherry from Scottsville, Kentucky is your Stage 2 Glass Mechanic winner. We'll talk to him in a moment. They're going to make pit stops, Dean. So we'll wait till he finishes pit stops. Let's try to find Robert Richards and go on board with him from another angle of that accident. Robert Richards now in 29th position. Robert Richards in 29th. And watch this on board in full song here, Jacob. Listen to this. I mean, that was close. But it's setting up for it, though. Setting up for it, Jacob. What you got?
Hold my beer and hold on. That's what he's going to have to get. This is going to be rough right here.
Hold my downtown throwdown home punch.
Oh!
Wow. Oh, boy. Man. Should have zigged when I should have zagged on that play. You know, Dean Hopkins Beagles Driving School will teach you how to go left or right, you know.
Well, Wesley, right here, getting into the wall probably wasn't as hard right here. You see Blanchard able to sneak by. This right here wasn't the bad part right here.
Hey.
That was the bad part right there where he got T-boned by Rodriguez coming through trying to lock it down. I mean, if he did not get T-boned right there, Richards might not have been in that bad of shape. He would have had some damage and it would have been bad, but it certainly wouldn't have been as bad as if Rodriguez was able to sneak by.
Jacob was going to try to grab Matt Cherry. We'll try to bring old Matt Cherry in here. We'll talk with him. We spoke with, of course, Andrew Harris in stage number 1. Now we've got Matt Cherry. Matt, always good talking to you, buddy. How's things going in the Bluegrass State? Hopefully the snow's melting, and congrats on stage 2 win.
Oh, yeah, man. It's 60 degrees down here in Kentucky right now. Kind of glad. I'm tired of the cold weather. But yeah, man.
Love it.
45's on point tonight. Couple of weeks we've got a lot of speed to the table, so you know, hopefully I can do something with it. These boys behind me.
Man, I will go ahead and say real quick as well, amen on no cold weather. We don't want cold weather. If we get cold weather, we got beef, and it will be bad. But, Matt, I mean, this race, obviously, it's going to get more aggressive. How do you get the mindset knowing that even though that 45 is on point tonight, that it's going to get more aggressive and it's going to end up being a slugfest all the way down to the end?
Yeah, man, it's, you know, just gonna have to do like I did there coming toward the end of the stage. You know, I see that top line rolling. I'm just gonna have to throw it up there and give them some dirty air. You know, hopefully I can keep it behind me and break that line up.
All right. There you go. Thanks for your time, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Mr. Matt Cherry, and he is also ready to pull the trigger. And that Premier Racing Setups, number 45. Thanks again, Andrew Navarro and Premier Racing Setups, ready to come back down to the line.
Green.
This is stage number 3. Less than 75 to go. The push for the playoff semifinal. Fast 16, round 1 underway here at Echo Park. Road America, the Proper Engineering Endurance Series will be at Road America tomorrow night to wrap up February coverage. Join Dean and myself tomorrow night, 9 Eastern. NASRA 360 Racing Network and on CRN as the field works off of turn number 4. Cherry is up in front.
To the CRN Community Radio Network. We'll pause for station identification. Like, follow, and share the Community Radio Network via social media and Facebook at CRN Community Radio Network. Also, check us out on X, Instagram, and TikTok at CRN Sports. As always, remember to listen 7.9 FM and anywhere worldwide, always. ERCRN.com. This is CRN, the Community Radio Network.
Back here at Echo Park Speedway, Cherry leads him on the back straightaway, about 7 trucks, nose to tail, not for long. Johnson jumping on the line. He'll go to the high side and get greedy in 3.
Yeah, try to make it happen up here on that top side lane. Try to make it happen any way that he can. Now they're starting to scatter. They're starting to slide. Blanchard comes up. He gets hooked right up to the outside rotated wall.
Boy.
Blanchard hard at the outside rotated wall at the front end of the
Brian
Holiday.
Chew.
Brian Chew. Good God, what a hit.
Brian Chew, Justin Lumpkin, they were friends down in Daytona yesterday for the 68th running of the 500. Back at it again tonight. And the Fort Myers Floridian having trouble getting into it with the Pelham, New Hampshire driver of the number 9, Chris Blanchard. Here's a look at it again. Here's a replay. Watch it one more time.
You see Blanchard right here slides up. See, oh, yeah, he was already getting loose right there going to the quad over. He tries to straighten it back out. Holiday just trying to miss him. Bam! Right on the outside rotated wall. Nowhere for Brian Chew to go. Chew tries to lock it down. Blanchard sliding and then gets T-boned again. Holiday just trying to lock it down. And everybody trying to scamper away. Just trying to miss him any way that they can.
Another look at it again. Watch it one more time. Wow. Well, you see the impact there. You see tough break for those guys. Hey, let's take a break. Something that we have not done in a while. Step away. When we come back, we'll try to re-rack them, restack them, and settle it out for the finish. There it is, 2 hours. Prosper Engineering at Road America, presented by Muff's Magical Creations. The fabled cigar-smoking creature wants to invite you. We're back in a moment.
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's Magical Creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Tomorrow, Murph's Magical Creations, Road America, 2 hours. Jacob, I just hope we have more than 14 cars, man. I hope we have a good turnout tomorrow, man. No, what does it say? If we don't have enough, we're going to pull the plug. It's that. There you go. So there was a conflict with Road to Pro drivers, I guess, is what it was. So, all right. There you go. I just hope we have 25 cars, man. I mean, I'm going to tell you what, Jacob, first couple of weeks has been... No, Jacob, even, Jim actually wanted me to work a race with you tomorrow. And I told him no, I couldn't do it, Jacob. Couldn't do it. Sorry.
I'm gonna be quiet about that one. It ain't you. It ain't you. We'll just go ahead and say it ain't you. It's not your issues. I'll explain later if it means anything. I will say this.
Get nobody in trouble. We got me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that real quick. I'll explain when we go to commercial. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Behind the mic, coming back to green. Door banging download. Jacob, any new episodes? Door banging download. Any new shows in the future?
I've got a couple more lined up here very soon. Right now we're worried about little man. Right now, obviously, I talked to you about earlier. He's fine. He's just got him a little bit of a respiratory virus going on, but we're trying to work through that. So once he gets back feeling a little bit better, we get some time, I'll make one. We got a caution, Sus, Hogan, and others going around.
Oh man, Tyler Goodwin, Larson again, Jason Morales, another multi-car accident. Bottom of turn, up in the bottom of turn 3 and 4, caution will wave. Man.
What happened will be the ultimate question. What happened to Joshua Suss that brought us out of this Pulse Poppers instant replay? You see Suss right here. Was there contact to Suss? Did he get knocked around? Did something happen? Somebody get loose? It all was around that 80 of Joshua Suss. Nothing really crazy up there ahead of them. Hell, everybody just going single file, just trying to ride to the end. Hell no, they stacked up ahead of them. Suss tried to check it up, not able to do it. Larson gets Suss. Suss gets Hogan. Buzzy gets Larson. Steyer's just trying to miss it. Stack ups, baby. Everybody's stacking up right there in front of them.
Stack it up, Buttercup. Boy, oh boy. There it is. Trying to look at it again here to see. I told you, Tyler Goodwin, Joshua Suss. Larson. Got you again. Bam. 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 Both Larsons involved. Look at that. Both Larsons. Steyer's up high. Colton Hogan. Cody not caught up in it in the 26.
Hey, see,
I done told you, Larson. Yeah. No, there's two. Oh, one right there. I think that's the 25. I think that's the 25 of James Kaufman, buddy. Kaufman.
Get him, Dane. Get him, Dane. Get him.
Kaufman, the yellow truck. The yellow truck is Kaufman. Is that? That's what happens, man. That's what happens. And it's that. Okay, James Kaufman. Did Rob Meza stack up and check up? Well, no, Jeffrey Johnson III did. Jeffrey Johnson held up Meza. Meza held up Kaufman. Kaufman held up Lumpkin. And it's a chain reaction. You are the conductor or you are the caboose, but one or the other way you are getting loose. Part of the pun, Jacob.
Wow.
Stop laughing at me.
I mean, unfortunate. I mean, just unfortunate. Just a little bit of a stack up and how they're doing it and everything else. It's unfortunate to see that. And you're going to get that. I mean, you're going to get that, West Out, and that's just how it is.
That's just the way it is. We got to go to break, everybody. When we come back, we will go back for a restart. Stay with us, everybody. More in a moment.
Are you ready?
For Murph's Magical Creations. Home to custom laser engraving and gifts. This veteran-owned and operated company engraves for all occasions. If you want one of Murph's magical creations, call the number on your screen or commission through either Instagram or via email. Murph's Magical Creations, made with love for you.
Just after caution, green flag back in the air. Closing in on 60 laps to go. By the way, don't forget the Murph's Magical Creations. 2 hours of Road America tomorrow. I probably wanted to play that for March. There's our buddy. Look at that place. Jacob, that's what it looks like. That's what the Road America track looks like. It looks like that from high above. That's the way that they made it. It's an RA. That's the diagram of Road America. I don't know if you knew that, Jacob. I'm just messing. It's not.
It looks weird.
Who's in the front of this truck? Who the hell is this? Is that Mahagas Gandhi?
Hell, I don't know. I have no idea. I've never seen that guy's face in my entire life. I have no idea.
Somebody AI his ass to find out who it is. Who is it?
Shane Scott's out there in the live chat. Who is that? We want to know. Somebody tell us who that is.
Shane Colton Gordon, somebody help me. Who is that? Who is this? Is that the guy from Cuba? No, that's not the. We love. Is that Bad Bunny? Is that? Jacob, was that Bad Bunny?
No, I hope no. I hope not. Oh my God.
By the way, he's Brady LaBeouf, still in your thoughts and prayers, everybody. Brady's father passed away, and he's taking some time of absence, much needed time away. So Tony is director of operations and handling everything, but we just ask you to please keep Brady in your thoughts. But who is the guy on the truck? Does anybody know? Let us know if you're in the chat box. Cherry in the lead, Newton in second, Peacock third. Look at Lumpkin and Denver battle here. Oh, go high, go high, go high, go! Thrower about stacked the field behind him there, Jacob. In front of Compton, actually.
And think about this for a second, Wes. You know, you just mentioned Tyler Detmer. Remember, Tyler Detmer was one of those drivers that started on pit road. At one point, the four actually went down numerous laps. Not one lap, but numerous laps. I believe at one point he was down at 4 laps. He was 4 laps down at one point. And now Tyler Detmer, remember, he has what here at Atlanta Motor Speedway in the Super Speedway version. He has done it before. He's trying to do it again. Watch out for this 4. Tyler Detmer could be a sleeper pick.
Jacob, Shane Scott says that it looks like an overweight Photoshop Bad Bunny. I told you, it looked like Bad Bunny. Now, wait a minute. Since we love R.I.P. Alex. Wait a minute. You see that? Yeah, that truck. It says we love, and then in the back it says Rip Alex. Or Rip Alex. It's rest in peace, Alex. I know it's not Rip Alex. Oh boy, I ruined that tribute.
Yeah, but Charter's going to try to make it work up here, trying to hold on, and Kaufman right there. Remember, 25, they're kind of getting that inside lane. Watch them again. Harris there. They stack up. Everybody just bumper tagging one another, just bouncing off one another, trying to get the inside lane moving. Here's the thing, Wesley. They can't go anywhere. They stack up on the inside lane. All they've got is either left or run into the guy in front of them. They can't go up top because there's drivers already up in that top lane. Outside lane, you're not really running into that issue of running over somebody or having to lift so much The outside lane is the preferable one if you want to put it to the floor and move. Instead, Cherry going to try to jump up and block that advance. And Taylor Peacock trying to take him all the way to the damn wall. Not able to do it. Peacock is there. Newton thinking about the 3 wide. He's not going to do it up front. Motorsports is going up front.
A drive for the Peacock machine. And Cinnamon right there behind him on the high side. Down below, there's Cherry. And then Trotter and Newton right there side by side. Look at Cinnamon now. Pulling out of line. Throwing the block. It's Peacock. Leaving, hung out to dry. Trotter on the outside lane as they work off 4. Closing in on lap 100. Next time by here at Atlanta.
Trying to make it happen right there. Chris Cinnamon obviously throwing it back. Looking like the Kevin Harvick paint scheme right there, which ironically enough, we go to Atlanta for the NASCAR Cup Series this coming Sunday. And remember, 25 years ago was when we lost Dale Earnhardt. And the very first race at Atlanta was Kevin Harvick. He won that race. Chris Cinnamon trying to honestly peel it back in the time machine and try to take it all the way back as far as time goes. Problem is, he is way back there. He's back into 2001 on the damn internet. He's breaking out. He's trying to get it. DJ Moore already hollered at him, telling him, get the hell out of the way, your internet's messing up.
Down below though now. Here comes Peacock. He's in the lead. The number 81. There he is on the bottom. To the double white red line. On into 1 and 2. Cherry will follow. Remember, Harris stage 1 winner. Up now to 6th. Cherry stage 2 winner. 2nd. And now the payout window open from here. If you're a playoff driver in the Fast 16, if you win, you're in the championship 8. Jacob, no matter what goes on the next 4 weeks, you're in the championship 8 final.
And the big thing about that, Wesley, is you just looked right there as far as those standings goes. Look that nobody is ahead of anybody. Nobody. I mean, they literally reset it, and everybody is back to square one right here. So everybody going into this round, nobody has a clear-cut advantage. Not even our regular season champion, the Bulldog Adam Newton. Everybody starting out with an even amount of points, and that is why this race is going to get so aggressive. That's why in 2 weeks when we go to Talladega, it's going to be aggressive as there as well. It's going to be aggressive right here in this round. You're going to see drivers do things that you never thought they would actually do to try to get those stage points, get that advantage over the other drivers, and possibly get a win and lock himself into the championship race.
All the while, by the way, Shane Trotter struck. Shane Scott said that it looks like an oversized Photoshop Bad Bunny. But I'm wondering, it might be somebody that passed away, though. It might be Alex. We need to find out.
Very true.
My buddy out of Asheboro, North Carolina, Shane Trotter, up in front. Looking out, Matt Cherry pulling up in front of Trotter. And look at Denver now up the middle. From the middle lane to the outside, he's stuck up against the safer barrier now. Nowhere to go. Jacob, I know we say it's 20 degrees, but my goodness, man, I'm telling you, correction, 28 degrees of banking. But look at how much little wiggle room you've got. Watch this again as they dive into 3. People just don't realize how compact you are now in that track, in that draft. And it winds out on the front straightaway. But then it closes up when you go up the banking. Watch again.
Yeah, I mean, it absolutely does close up. And mind you, you see these guys on the inside lane. You saw Taylor Peacock check them. They're just getting tight down on the bottom of the racetrack, sliding up, trying to keep it going. Outside lane, able to keep it, honestly, keep their foot in it and keep going. Trotter, oh, baby, oh, Trotter, cut it down. looked like the tires might have cut down below the white and red line. TJ Moore may have to look at that. He might be able to get away with it. Looked like he went down below the line, but certainly is still there. Never actually took the spot at that time. Might be a questionable call for the race director. Oh, hell.
3 wide. We're going to try to go 3 wide again. We sure will. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. There's Kaufman on the bottom. Meza. Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. Time to jump around in the ATL, everybody, according to Jacob, didn't he?
And Wesley, here's something very interesting about this. There's 14 drivers on the lead lap up here in this mix. You know, you can count the Hillbilly, Steve Barnett, and Aaron Van Rada right there in that mix as well. So make it 16 drivers on lead lap battling in this pack. You go back as we're seeing Trotter right here trying to make it happen with Peacock leading, but 15 seconds behind this lead pack is another group of Jonathan Cofield, Kerry Tribute, Joshua Suss, Lucas Lyons, Buzzy Mongold, all these guys 15, 16 seconds behind this pack. They've already saw the chaos happen tonight. They want no part of it. They're not losing ground to these front guys, but they're certainly taking their time and riding back there at the back, thinking that there is going to be a caution somehow, some way in the next 40 laps.
Diving down into turn number 3 and 4, already 40 laps to go. By the way, an hour and 16 minutes in this race. Told you it flew by. Here's a race recap, by the way, of this event so far. There it is. 110 laps, 150, 40 to go. Taylor Peacock leading, 13 lead changes, 6 cautions for 18 laps, and Jacob, the longest green flag stretch of the race is going on right now, I'd probably say.
Yeah, I mean, Wesley, you talked about it right there with the race recap. I mean, we have been in for a dandy here this evening. Really, we've been in for a daisy, so to speak. Shout out to the late, great Val Kilmer, Doc Holliday. Really, this is a daisy of a race that we're watching here tonight, and I got a feeling we're in for a daisy of a finish. Cherry, 3-1, Trotter takes it up top, Newton down on the bottom. Trotter trying to do it all by himself up top. Detmer thinking, nope, he got to stay with his teammate, Matt Cherry. Trotter's going to get hung out to dry on the outside.
Hang on to it. Trotter now, Cherry up the middle. And while that goes on, Peacock in the lead. 37 laps to go. Look at Adam Newton, the regular season points champ. He's right there on the back door. Peacock for the lead into 1.
And breathing down his neck, literally, is Harris right there behind him. Got the help from the 45 of Matt Cherry trying to make it happen. Sentiment Spice Man back up here in the mix from his earlier connection issues. Here comes Harris. Harris took a shot, took it up to the top side, not able to do it. He'll fall back in line. Cherry trying to roll the top side as well. All of them chasing the 81 of Taylor Peacock. Harris gets the run. Will he be able to jump up top? Not able to do it. They'll foul, single foul. Front 4 now as Cherry trying to work the top side going into 1.
That's for DSR Electric Truck Series playoffs. That Towing Company 225 from the virtual iRacing Echo Park Speedway in the ATL. Jacob Reeves, Bigglestein, Hopton, I'm Wesley Outlet, and it is getting good. Coming out of turn 4, 35 to go. Peacock now holding off the likes of Newton. But here comes Harris, stage 1 winner, looking high, looking low, and Cherry is right there up top with him as they work it too.
Yeah, and they're starting to kind of get organized back there on that top side. Dittmer up there trying to lash back over his teammate. Here comes Harris. Harris has got to run. Cherry, or Peacock rather, going to jump up, put the block on Andrew Harris. And now Harris jumping it down to the bottom. Peacock down there with him. Cherry trying to make it happen. One way back there in the back, slaps the fence. We're still green with Peacock and Harris up at the front.
No, I do. what's going to happen here at the end. We just know it's going to be a race. Yes, sir. Going to be a good one. Echo Park, Atlanta. But there they come, working out at turn 4, coming back to the line. By the way, they run the real Atlanta Motor Speedway for NASCAR this weekend. Jacob, you going to Atlanta?
We're thinking about it. We're thinking about going to the Saturday race, probably not the Sunday race, but we're thinking about going on the Saturday race, me, the wife, the dad, or my dad, and probably going to take the little one.
Yeah,
We might be there for probably about 5 minutes when the trucks crank up and they go by the very first time. We might be hauling the mail back to the car because they're going to be able to handle it, but we'll see what happens.
Trucks race in the afternoon and the Xfinity Series race at night at like 5 o'clock, 5:30. So put it on your calendar.
We'll never see that. We'll be gone.
2 races now. Come on, 2 races in 1 day. He might like it.
Nah, it'll be past his bedtime. He'll be ready to go by the time that truck race is over with, if he stays long enough.
Some earmuffs. I predict he'll have a damn ball. He'll be like, ooh, truck.
If it don't rain, that's what we're worried about.
We can talk about that smack all the time, yeah. Taylor Peacock now working. I think green flag pit stops might be coming up. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting part is if we end up getting down to the nitty-gritty for those green flag pit stops. And remember, Wesley, they can't just jump it down off turn 4 and just jump it down and just go like they used to when they come here at Atlanta. Since the super speedway and how the whole deal is, they got to enter going into turn 3 and keep it down on the apron. You'll see these drivers when they want to make that pit stop, you see them drop all the way down to the apron, right there where those lights is, right there where that line is. They got to meet that commitment line and keep it all the way right here on the inside of that second white line down there on the apron to make it all the way to pit road. That will be an interesting deal if we do make it to those green flag pit stops.
That's exactly right. Something we'll keep an eye on. Whoa! Past stage winners racing, car slamming one another. It's a thing. Look at Cherry and Harrison. Loose is moving again. Man, Matt Cherry really up high, finding a loose truck, trying to make something work. And all the while, Adam Newton is just trying to stay out of trouble and skate to the bottom. Under 30 to go.
Baby, I'm telling you, we've said it before. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Everybody wants the door banging. You want your door banging? Here's your door banging. This is what we want here in Atlanta. Harris, Cherry, they're door banging. They're going down the back stretch, going into 3. We love it.
Let me Jacob and Dean carry you the rest of the way with the post-race interviews. It's the Florida Cabinet Distributors Winter Circle Victory Lane. And we'll see you next week, because right now, here comes the field working across the stripe. 27 laps to go. The longest green flag stretch of the race continue. There's been some thrills and chills, some scares, even just a moment ago. But right now, they still hold that straight, narrow line forward. And remember, we might be looking at green flag pit stops. Set them up there, Jacob. It might be a possibility as they come to 27 to go. This time by at the line, 26 remaining.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have to worry about the green flag pit stops, honestly. More door banging, Harris and Cherry. Oh, baby, I don't think that Cherry's going to have a left side and Harris ain't even going to have a right side when this thing's all said and done. Just absolute serious door banging right with these old boys. It's like I said, I don't think we're going to have to worry about that green flag pit stop. I really don't. I think we'll end up having a caution before it gets to that point. And you got guys like Jonathan Cofield, Kerry Tribune, Joshua Suss, all these guys riding back there at the back and thinking that all hell's going to break loose, and the bad part about it might not. I mean, there is a possibility we could be green all the way to the end. We do have lap traffic up here in front of them, though.
Lap traffic going to be possibly a factor. And in the words of one of the guys from the ATL, Ludacris, move, get up, way. Yeah.
Get your sensor
That's what
button.
he's saying right now, man. Sensor.
Oh, baby. It's getting good right here, honestly, Wesley. You know, they got around the lap traffic, trying to give room as, you know, the best that they can. It's like I said, you know, this has been a daisy of a race, and it's surely going to be a daisy of a finish. Regardless if we get a caution right here in the last 20, 25 laps, it's still going to be a fantastic finish. This place always does, especially since the new repave and everything. The old version always produced a great classic finish, but ever since the super speedways, it always does now. And and we're in store for something very, very nice here this evening. I got a damn good feeling.
Jacob, you won at the old Atlanta before the repave. Do you think you could win at this one?
Well, actually, Wesley, I did win at this one right here. I mean, I won official races at the old Atlanta, and then my NASRA win was actually here with the super speedway version. Up against Chris Blanchard. It was literally neck and neck. It was that damn close. And, you know, these guys, you know, at least at this point, when I was racing in that Friday night series, I was already on the bottom. We were already good to go. We were good to go on gas. And we were working on the top side, trying to get the outside lane to roll, and we was able to jump down to the bottom, which is where Tyler Dittmer is right now. This inside lane, it is going to be beneficial. You see guys already working their way down, waiting and getting ready for that green flag pit stop that we were talking about. And once you start seeing a couple jump down there below that line, you're going to see others jump down there with them. But only time will tell when they decide to make that move coming around this time with 20 to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, when they come to the line this time by, it will be the Premier Racing Setups. 20 remaining, 20 laps to go. Jacob, tell us everybody about Premier.
Yeah, Premier Racing Setups. You need one, go check them out. PremierRacingSetups.com. Enter the code at NASRA, NASRA. Get 15% off of that order. 15% gets knocked off of your order, and also gets kicked back to the North American Sim Racing Association. PremierRacingSetups.com. Here we go, Wesley. They're coming in. Green flag pit stops. It is happening.
I told you green flag pit stops were going to happen, buddy. Here they come. Peacock, Harris, Newton, Minnie on pit road, Cherry, Cinnamon, Hogan, Johnson. Never underestimate the maestro, my friend.
Absolutely never underestimate it. I shouldn't have. There's Tyler Dittmer. Dittmer going down all by himself. Remember right here, West Atlanta, granted, there is a pit road speed limit, but here's the thing. Nobody can judge what your speed limit is going around through on the apron, so nobody can really tell what you're doing at that point. All they ask is you have to cut it down going into turn 3 and keep it down on the apron on the inside of that white line. As long as you do that, nobody says a damn word. Now, in real NASCAR, yeah, they'll bust you for that if you're speeding at that point because all that technological crap that they got going on. But here in NASRA, it doesn't happen. So you can haul ass literally on the apron coming around right there. It's just once you get to the entrance of pit road, that's when you got to lock it down and not speed.
17 laps to go. By the way, Shane Trotter, last time he pitted 57 laps, took 4 tires. That was on lap number 76 as he willing and dealing. Whoa, Mesa got into a truck in the back. Almost got into Larson. Somehow they stay green. 16 to go. Battle for the lead. Stiers and Trotter. Diebold, Goodwin going at it in turn 1 there, Jacob, up the banking.
Yeah, man, I'm very curious how this is going to work out right here. Maybe Trotter and others trying to maybe see if there's a caution that'll come out. You see Trotter already working his way down pit road, as well as, I believe that's Tyler Goodwin right there behind him. Stiers, Diebold, they're going to stay out. And, I mean, that is, you know, honestly, I think Stiers and these old boys up here, their game plan, stay out. Run as long as we can. If a caution comes out, it benefits them because you got Rodriguez, you got Wines, Larson, Peacock, all these boys, Harris, they're a lap down. So if a caution comes out, it benefits them because they're at least going to be up there, at least in the top 9. Everybody else is going to take the wave around and get back on the lead lap.
Hey, there, hold your spot as you just mentioned. All this going on as they work their way back into turn number 3 and 4, this time by 15 laps to go. Some of these guys not showing signs of stopping, except for now Tyler Goodwin, Shane Trotter, Rob Meza, Justin Lumpkin. They have now pitted. Joey Steyer's the leader. Last time he pitted, 87. Is it enough? Lap 76 was the last time we saw guys like Shane Trotter pit. Does Joey Steyers have enough? Jacob Reeves in the tank of the distance with 13 to go. The look on his face on the camera, he's not showing any signs of stopping.
No. Go ahead and tell you right now. I mean, granted, it is 100% fuel capacity. Damn, it's going to be close right here with 63 laps on a tank. I don't think so. I think he's going to be about 5 laps short. At least in my opinion, I think he's going to be about 5 laps short. Unless he's been saving his tail off, honestly, I think he's going to be about 5 laps short.
You could be praying for a late race caution. That's another thing to think about and take in mind as well. That could be another possibility. As here they come now, working to the line. 12, making 11 to go when they come to the stripe. Here he comes now, working the back straightaway. He's keeping an average. There's his 5-lap average. 31.03 right now, Matt Cherry. Adam Newton, 31.07. Here comes Steyers, thundering off turn 4. Diebold, Cofield in hot pursuit to the line. By the way, Cofield 23 seconds back. 11 to go, Jacob.
Hey, Cofield
5 trucks on the lead lap. 5 trucks on the lead lap, Jacob, by the way. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. And actually, Cofield and Kerry Shabu and Joshua Suss, those 3 drivers, remember, I talked about it earlier, they laid back so damn far, literally so far back there at the back, that maybe this was by design to try to save as much gas as possible to possibly make it to the end. Wesley, if you were saving all the way from the start when we went back green, you probably could make it. You probably could, but you got to save your tail off. You got to be half throttle, lifting, all kinds of crazy stuff. You got to be doing what you can. Steyers, he's jumping down. He tried it. It didn't work out. Now Diebold, he'll reassume the lead right here going into 3 and 4.
Diebold now, when's the last time he pitted? He pitted at lap 87, so you got to fill in Joey Steyers at lap 87. Rodriguez lap 87, J.D. Larson lap 87, so you got to think those guys will be coming down pit road. Meanwhile, 3 trucks, Jacob Reeves on the lead lap. My God almighty, that's it. Here comes Rodriguez, Joey Steyers on pit exit. Joey Steyers on the pit lane. Rodriguez. Diebold in the lead. Rodriguez on pit road. Jacob, can you believe that Roger Diebold is the only truck on the lead lap at NASRA right now? That's it. Roger Diebold. Everyone else a lap down or more. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to see that right there. Diebold, you hear him lifting as much as he can in the corners, trying to stretch it out as long as he can. If a caution comes out right here, I mean, unbelievable. You know, if Diebold can somehow look up, get a caution right here, he will be your leader when they take the restart. He will be the leader. He can take 4 tires. He can do whatever the hell he wants and get 4 fresh tires and send it back out there. He wouldn't have to worry about nothing. And so Diebold, he's trying. He's doing what he's got to do to try to win, to make it into the championship race.
Jacob, I want to say something, dude. As long as we've been calling NASRA since the summer of 2020, this might be a first as well. I think this is the first time ever we have literally seen we've seen the entire field except the leader a lap down or more. This has never been done. And he can't go. Diebold can't go. Roger Diebold can't go. The Shark drops onto the pit lane. And here comes the cavalry licking their chops, ready to go back to the lead. And remember, they got to make a whole other lap. On the tail end of the lead lap, but they're going to get their lap back, then Jacob.
Yeah, Diebold's going to have to get in, get out if he wants to have a shot and try to be up here with his old boys.
No, Jacob, he's in the lead. Roger Diebold is still in the lead. I'd gas and go. I would gas and go and get the hell out of there. And he's going to do that.
Yeah, but he's still got to go by the pit road speed limit. By the time he gets up to speed, everybody's going to blow right by him. Matt Cherry going to blow right by Peacock on the outside. Matt Cherry coming out of nowhere, not able to pull it off. Bulldog Adam Newton right there to help. And you got Up Front Motorsports rocking it on the bottom side with Peacock and Andrew Harris. Cherry's going to get turned by Harris, and there's a big one.
Stage winners, Cherry, Harris crashed with others. Caution out, late race caution. Under 5 to go. Another wreck.
Damn, what a wreck. Yeah. One lap earlier, like Dean was saying right there, Weston, one lap earlier, and Roger Diebold would have been the smartest man in our racing to be able to save enough, but he just he ran out of time. He ran out of time, and he ran out of gas to be able to try to make it work. Watch this.
And then Brandon Broadfoot chiming in. Obviously, we said obviously the NASRA Cup Series on Wednesday night. Here's a look at the replay. Harris and Cherry not lifting. Boy, look at bicycles goes Cherry into the bottom of the racetrack, and then up in the wall goes Harris into the 4 Tyler Dittmer. Tyler Dittmer, nobody, in just collected. And, Variety Pack Racing Series, Daytona 500. Yeah, I'm going to call another 500-miler this Saturday. Yes, sir. I'm doing another 500 miles, Jacob Dean.
God bless you.
This will be my sixth 500-mile full distance race this speed week, I guess, or this winter, this February, January to February. Yeah.
Really and truthfully, this kind of looks like, to a certain extent, Wesley, to a certain extent, it kind of looked like they both met in the middle. Really, a lot of people could probably say Cherry come down, but Harris was actually coming up a little bit. If you watched right there where the hash marks is on the backstretch, Harris was coming up the racetrack a little bit. Watch it right here. You'll see Cherry. Watch them as they come into turn number 3. Watch how the lines is back. Yeah, right there, Dean. Keep it right there, and you'll see how everything works. Watch them coming off of turn 2. Watch out, Cherry comes down. He's side drafting, try to pull Harris back. Watch the run that Cherry's going to get. You see Harris trying to come over, trying to pull the side draft, Harris still coming to the right. Cherry tried to cut it down to the left. He wasn't clear, but Harris was still coming up, and Cherry was trying to go down to the inside after Peacock put the block on him. They were meeting in the middle, so that's not necessarily one driver's fault per se. It's not Harris's fault, and it's not Cherry's fault. It's both their faults because both of them met in the middle, but both of them going for the same real estate. We're right here at the end, Wesley. They got to go for it.
My goodness. Peacock is now going to be showed the leader. I think there's how many got back on the lead lap? I want to say, what is there, about 16, 17 on the lead lap now. Roger Diebold back in the game, guys. I just want to say that. Jacob, Dean, you just took the words away from me. I was going to say that. Keep an eye on Roger Diebold. Remember, he came down to the pit lane right before the caution. He was leading, just got past for the lead, He's still in the top 5, and he just got fuel only. Keep it on, Diebold, man. This is going to be a good one. And Jacob, we noticed that Diebold looks really good on these restarts. By the way, they're going to be coming to the line. They will be looking at lap 149. Well, actually, they're showing they're going to get overtime now. We're going to be going to overtime. So they will get 2 laps. I thought maybe there would be a 1-lap shootout because they were still, Jacob, on the regular scheduled distance of lap 148 coming to lap 149. That would have been a 1-lap shootout. But it looks like they are going to get a green-white checker. Now remember, they have to take Darren's detail and shine 1 to go. If they do not, there will be unlimited attempts for a restart if need be. Peacock, Newton in the Echo Park Automotive box. We're back under green, and here we go.
Wesley, I got a damn good feeling we're probably going to burn one of those green-white checkers right here. I just got a feeling. I really don't think that we're going to just go ahead and burn, go 1 right here and all. Hell, they might do it. Here comes Newton. Diebold trying to get the outside lane going. Watch for the block. Watch for Peacock. Jump up, put the block. He puts the block on Adam Newton. Newton slams him. Diebold slams into Newton, but they're still rolling as Peacock leads them off turn 4.
And Van Rattle off of the wall. Peacock now holding them off. Here they come to the line. White flag, 1 lap to go. Presented by Darren's Detail and Shine. Final time. Back straight away. Peacock in front. Can he hold him off? Newton's on the bottom. Here comes now Colton Hogan. He's won super speedway races. Can he power alongside with the help of Cinnamon? Here they come to the line out of turn 4. To the line, the scramble behind. It's Taylor Peacock. Taylor Peacock is going to win. That towing company 225 in overtime at Atlanta.
Wow, what a finish. See Hogan right there getting second. Newton coming home with a 3rd. Spiceman Chris Cinnamon, after his blinking issues he had, he comes out of this with a 4th. And Roger Diebold, still with that strategy, able to get him a top 5 here this evening as well.
Taylor Peacock getting it done, ladies and gentlemen, in this playoff race. Oh, what a battle, what a show it was. By the way, for Taylor Peacock, this is his 20th career NASRA victory. Peacock now in career start 366, 20th career win, 79th top 5, 174th top 10, and Taylor Peacock also. Dean, real quickly, can we see the playoff bracket? I believe he just punched his ticket into the championship 8. Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is no. He is out. He was eliminated after the Sweet 24. He made it into the Fast 16 as just a driver racing for victories, and he gets it done. He got eliminated in the first round of the playoffs, but nonetheless, Taylor Peacock, I wanted to check that. He is not a playoff 16 driver. He got eliminated around the 24, but he wins tonight here at Echo Park. There's a look at the top 10. Taylor Peacock, Colton Hogan, Adam Newton, what a run. Chris Cinnamon, Roger Diebold, top 5. Jeffrey Johnson, Steve Barnett, Shane Trotter, what a run for him. Tyler Goodwin and James Coffin, Jacob, the top 10.
Yeah, and then right behind them, finishing in 11th, you got Joey Stiers, Raul Meza finishing 11th and 12th. Jonathan Cofield able to bounce back, get him a 13th out of it. But Joshua Suss, Blue Line Racing, ends up getting 14th. Aaron Vadrotta gets 15th. Matt Cherry, what could have been for the 45 from Kentucky, ends up getting 16th with Justin Lumpkin on jail, getting him a 17th. Dade Hagan will get 18th. Josh Rodriguez is getting 19th, and Kerry Chabu rounds out the top 20.
Moving into 21st, J.D. Larson, like Lucas Lyons, Buzzy Mongold, all on the lead lap. 23 trucks on the lead lap at the end. Rest of the lineup, multiple laps down or out, including Jason Morales, Chad Ross, Tyler Dittmer, Andrew Harris, Cole Larson, Cody Knott, Chris Blanchard, other drivers including Robert Richards, Owen Scrage, Luke Smith, Stephen Gregory did not start. TJ Moore, race control. Track at the end of the 151 laps, it did have to go to overtime, an extra lap. It is the winner of Korean. The winner is Taylor Peacock. 17 lead changes. Track 7 cautions for 21 laps. Jeffrey Johnson was the hard charger of the Bandit Motorsports team, up 25 positions. Matt Cherry, most laps led at 54. James Kaufman was the fastest man on track. Cole Larson was your fast qualifier. By the way, congratulations. Though they crashed in the end, of course, Matt Cherry, Andrew Harris, they were your stage winners. Well, Dean and Jacob will carry you guys the rest of the way. We'll see you next week for round number 2 of the Sweet 16. That will be at Nashville, Talladega, all coming up. We'll see you around the corner. There it is, Talladega, Richmond, and the finale at Kansas for the championship. Oh, and by the way, don't forget NASRA Clash Indy Cars at iRacing Super Speedway. Jacob, I'm looking forward to that one. I know Dean is as well.
Yeah, that will be interesting.
Aha!
Big deal right there with iRacing Super Speedway, and then you flip the Indy cars out there. If anything, and this is going to sound really, really stupid, but if anything, Wesley, they should have threw the COTs out there. Honestly, with the COTs, and I know you probably don't have or you probably don't know exactly what I'm talking about, but if they put the COTs out there, yeah, because they've got an oopsie on them where you run them at Talladega and they run about 240 miles an hour. And the handling stuff, they're terrible. Run them damn things at iRacing Super Speedway and tell me that right there is a clash right there for, I'll just go ahead and say it, that's a clash for your ass right there. They need to do that right there, seriously.
At number 20 for his career, foul Taylor Peacock coming up on the other side. I'll see you all week at Nashville tomorrow night. Road America for the Endurance Series. We'll see you on the other side with Jacob and Dean talking to the drivers. Good evening, Atlanta Echo Park Speedway. Taylor Peacock winning in overtime. They chat with him next.
Craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime is Florida Cabinet Distributors. With over 20 years in business and 39 years of woodmaking experience, they proudly serve Northeast Florida to Southeast Georgia, delivering custom woodwork that combines precision, beauty, and durability. Whether you're dreaming of a custom kitchen, bathroom vanity, fireplace and mantle, entertainment center, outdoor kitchen, or even a full library, we can build it at Florida Cabinet Distributors, exactly the way that you envision. Hey, no project is too big or too small. If it's made of wood, Florida Cabinet Distributors can make it. Call or text Steve today. Yes, they gave us his personal cell number, 904-874-3442. That's 904-874-3442 to book today. Florida Cabinet Distributors, craftsmanship that lasts a lifetime.
We're back here at the Florida Cabinet Distributors Victory Lane. here in the great state of Georgia. Can't believe I'm facing to say it, but go Dogs! But here in Atlanta, Hampton, Georgia, we got the winner. Got the podium. Well, roll tide, but hey, I mean, you got to go with the SEC group that actually does worth a damn, I guess you can say, throughout the season. But Taylor Peacock gets the win here tonight in Hotlanta. Taylor, buddy, congratulations all the way. Talk us through that whole last restart right there, because you had to block 2 lanes and had to do what you had to do. Great, your teammate Colton Hogan was down there on the inside, but you had to worry about that outside lane as well.
Yeah, man, I don't even know where to start. I'm still trying to unwind after that one. That was a great race, I thought. Great teamwork with my team. I couldn't have done it without them. They helped me get up here and helped me stay up here. But yeah, I kind of played both lanes, kind of give Newton a little bit of draft and come back down and pick up Colton and just kind of ride that out so I could just bring it home. It's a good feeling to get another win. Like I said, great work with my teammates. Worked great with Chris, Cinnamon, the whole race pretty much, and then Colton at the end there, and Andrew. But that was fun. Fun race.
And, Taylor, I'm going to sound like a announcer that I've heard in the past, but you got knocked out of the playoffs last week. Then you come into this tonight, you win. If you would have been in the playoffs, you could have went on into the next round. So what's it like to be in 1 week knocked out of the playoffs and then all of a sudden saying hello to victory lane here in Atlanta? I mean, does it make up for it a little bit?
It does a little bit. It's yeah, I wish I was in it, don't get me wrong, but it's always fun to come out and race and compete with these guys and have a good teammate race like that. I had a blast. I'm looking forward to next season. Just going to try to click off as many wins as I can or help my teammates get some wins. I feel like I owe a couple of them after tonight. So, yeah, that's about all I got. I appreciate you guys. Thanks to Brady, and shout out to Brady with all he's got going on. And thanks to Cody for stepping in and doing all he does. You guys for the broadcast. I will be looking forward to next week and seeing what we can do. Thanks, boys.
Taylor Peacock Fowler, Indiana, gets the win here tonight at Hotlanta. Taylor, buddy, congratulations on finish. Appreciate your time. And real quick, any other sponsors that you didn't give a shout out to? Now's the time to do it.
Blanchard's Towing and Upfront Motorsports. And that's all I got for you, boys. Thank you.
Quick and to the point. Taylor Peacock getting the win here tonight. Talking about some moonshine. I don't know where the hell he's getting that at. What does he got, moonshine on the hood or something, Dean? I don't. Oh, you didn't think the moonshine. Okay, yeah, there's the secret recipe with the moonshine. You got it going on. Peacock getting the win. Congratulations on the win, buddy. We'll see you next week.
Take care, boys.
That was Taylor Peacock gets the win. We'll flip-flop over to the second place finisher. It's Colton Hogan getting the P2 here tonight. Nothing runs like a deer. I said that earlier on in the broadcast with Hogan shooting it up there 3 wide and causing a little bit of hell with, I believe it was Cherry and Tribute. Hogan, I just had to call that out. But you come out of this with a P2 here tonight. Talk us through your race.
It was chaotic. Yeah. I ran. I thought I ran out of room. Looking back on it, there, I just came down in the Diebold. I had a run on Kerry, and I ran out of talent. That was like I talked to Kerry and talked to Roger, and then on lap 89, big checkup in front of me, and it kind of ended with me, and we just kind of kept fighting. And like Taylor said, we had a great team race, and felt fast. I mean, we had some hiccups, and I still, went back to the front. And then done the green flag pit stop there. I took 2 right sides. And I don't know, it seemed to pay off, but it was chaotic. I felt like multiple times I'm elated with a second. Congratulations to Taylor. And I told him, I said, hey, if I get a chance, I'm ditching you. I got to lock into the next round, but we couldn't even touch him. He ran away with that. So chaotic night. Just happy to come out with a second. And yeah, I messed up, ran out of talent a few times, but hey, that happens. Racing hard. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Hogan, when you talk about that, obviously, I mean, the mindset when you're following a teammate that is not in the playoffs and you're in the playoffs, What's the mindset going through out of that? Because I know it's got to be a hellacious feeling when you're going into that, knowing that your teammates right there in front of you, and it's your transfer spot to make it to the championship. What's the mindset going through that? It just having that feeling like, damn it, I wish I was the one in front of him.
It is what it is, man. Before we went green, I told Taylor, I said, hey, you know the deal. I mean, I win, I'm in. And we laughed about it, and he was like, you do what you got to do. And I said, I'll push you until turns 3 and 4. But I never even got to him. It didn't even matter. It was more so just having cinnamon on my back bumper, and Newton had me locked down, and just drag racing for second. I mean, yeah, it was a little conflicting, but it was going to be what it was going to be. If I had a chance to go for it, I was going to go for it. But if not, happy behind Taylor. So it was a long night. Happy to be where we're at. And yeah, we'll move on to next week.
Should have spun him. Made it look like an accident. One way or another, I would have done it. Done it in the way you
to the back. That'd have been a good way to end it. No, wasn't even close.
Hell, if he was close enough, I would have at least made it look like an accident, try to make it happen. But Colton Hogan, buddy, congratulations on the second place finish. Appreciate your time here at Hot Ladder. You got any sponsors, any shout outs you want to thank?
Yes, sir. Everybody at Upfront Chrome. You know, you guys say it every time. You guys that come spend every Monday night with us, and Cody, Brady, TJ, all those guys that put in the work. You know, running DSR, keeping everybody straight, keeping everybody in line. It's a lot of bullshit at times. But it's a lot of fun coming out here and racing with these guys. Everybody at Stinker TV that's watching tonight, my brother Ryder, Hogan Farms, Hogan Enterprises, and yeah, nothing runs like a deer, man. We'll go get him next week.
And runs like a deer. That's Colton Hogan coming home with the P2 here tonight. Congratulations on the run. We'll see you next week, Colton. We'll go to P3, and that is the Bulldog, Adam Newton. And Adam, I will say this. You had the opportunity. You was close enough to Taylor Peacock. You should have made that right here. This right here should have been the accident right here. You should have went up top. You should have got him. You should have hooked him around. You should have made it happen. Make it look like an accident one way or another. I'm going to catch hell from Cody and them probably, but, you know, it is what it is. But you come home with a P3, regular season champion. Talk us through your race, because it certainly was, like we've heard time and time again here this evening, it was a chaotic race.
Hi, David Dean. I want to say hi to him. I'm Luke. I'm Kermit the Frog's brother. Kermit, yeah. No, it was crazy. I don't know what to do with my hands though. What did I do with my hands? No, it was crazy. We just didn't have enough help on the high side that last restart. That was the problem. People started racing side by side instead of sticking with Roger, and that kind of hurt us. But I side drafted Colton pretty hard at last little bit. But hey, I'll take it. We survived. Good points night. Move on.
And Adam, you know, I'll ask you about this as well, because we looked at the point standings coming into tonight. And Dean, if you want to throw that playoff grid up there one more time, show everybody what I'm talking about. When you go and you look at this playoff grid, last week, you know, the numbers was there. There was numbers beside y'all's names, and, you know, how close y'all was, you know, getting in and everything else. This week, you ain't got a damn thing beside your name. Everybody kind of evened out, and everybody's evened out going into this round. I mean, granted, you're the regular season champion. You know, you done that, and you get into the playoffs. Does that kind of kill the confidence, or does that just light more fire under you to come out of this Fast 16 and make it to the championship 8?
Well, I mean, last week I was at a funeral, and keeping y'all did. Thank you for everybody that participated in that, and especially Brady, and thinking about their family first and foremost. But yeah, I knew after that last race and with the situation, I was good to go. So yeah, seeing my name like that, it stung a little bit, but we made up for it tonight.
Damn sure did. Adam Newton, the Bulldog, coming out when it matters most, getting the P3 here tonight in Hot Ladder. Adam, buddy, congratulations on finish. Appreciate your time as always. Thank those sponsors and these shout outs.
Yeah, I just want to tell David I hope he feels better. And hi to Luke. And thanks to my swim guys, Brian Choo Choo, Newbert, Stires, Nate when he comes, Morales, Dan Gobble, and Thomas, we miss him. Pumpkin for painting their stuff, and Florida Cabinet Distributors, Josh and his dad, Millie's, A's, Lawnscaping, Family Handyman, Jack Smone Moore, Darren's, Brady, and y'all for putting the show on. Mama Jews, LPP Race Cars, and again, just thinking about their family. And I didn't get to tell Wesley I had tacos in a bag. That was amazing. Oh, it was awesome. So I give him a little shout out too.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be able to hear it back on CRN and here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Bulldog Adam Newton. Also, thank you very much for those comments earlier about Davey Boy. But Adam, buddy, congratulations on the finish. Appreciate your time. We'll see you when we get back at it next week.
Bye, guys.
Adam Newton, always a character here in the not only NASRA DSR Electric Truck Series, but in NASRA in general. And Dean, buddy, Hot Ladder, it's in the rear view mirror. We got the Fast 16 rocking and rolling. Hot Ladder's over with. Then we go to Nashville. We go to Talladega. We go to Richmond. And then after that, we take it all the way to March 16th. That's when we get locked and loaded for Kansas out there in Dorothy's country for a championshipper out there. But Dean, buddy, final thoughts on Hot Ladder.
Good race. Hey. Was a cracker of a race. Lots of green flag running, really, at the end of the day. Couple of cautions, of course, a big wreck at the start. Oh, a little later on, of course, into the Glass Mechanic Stage 2, wasn't it, to get close to end that one. But it was, aside from that, it was great racing and a bit of strategy towards the end there as well, too, with those green flag pit stops. Could have been shaking up the situation a little bit differently, but, you got to be in it to win it. And the drivers like Taylor Peacock, Colton Hogan, Adam Newton, Chris Cinnamon just missing out there on the podium as well too, Roger Diebold. They were all up running up the front there for consecutively a lot of the race anyway, so it paid off for them in the end.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it worked out great for them. Peacock able to get the win, get it done. Granted, not in the playoffs, so that will open a door to not have somebody slid on over there into that championship 8. But Taylor Peacock, right time, right place, very good on these super speedways. He pulls it out, he gets the win here tonight. What is going to happen when we go to the Nashville Super Speedway? Not necessarily a super speedway per se, but it will be in Nashville, and that will be a good one next Monday night. But folks, that is going to do it for this broadcast here on the NASRA 360 Racing Network. Got to thank all the sponsors, every single one of them. I mean, you got Cops, you got Merce Magical Creations, that towing company for that towing company 225. Obviously, Dan Gobble with DSR Electric, Darren's Detail and Shine, Glass Mechanic. Hell, I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on. And I would be here till 1 o'clock in the morning thanking every single damn sponsor that goes on with this great league, which is the North American Sim Racing Association. So thank you very much to each and every one of the sponsors that has a hand here with this league. Shout out to the drivers putting on a hell of a show. Fans, y'all come out in big numbers each and every night, not just Mondays, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you very much for the support here with the NASRA group. And obviously, Brady LaBeouf, buddy, we're thinking about you. You're in our thoughts and our prayers and the whole LaBeouf family as well. Thank you very much for what he does for this league. Cody Knott, TJ Moore, everybody, all the admins, Joshua Suss, everybody involved here in this league. And like I said, our thoughts and prayers is with the LaBeouf family, and also my little buddy, David Dean. Thoughts and prayers with all them as well. For my good buddy, Wesley Allen, and also for the best damn producer in the business, Dean Hopton. I'm the redneck announcer, Jake Reeves. Said as always, say be safe, be kind, be fast. Hot Ladder in the books. We're going country music style, Nashville Super Speedway next Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and live only on the NASRA 360 Racing Network.